Measles is on the rise tonight in a growing number of states, including our neighbors to the east, New Mexico and Texas. And this week, a child in Texas died from the disease, marking the first measles death in the United States in 10 years.
And Arizona doctors are now watching the outbreak very closely. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink is live at the Pima County Health Department this evening with more from local doctors and a parent. Eric.
Well, Angelique, Sean, there is cause for concern tonight as measles spreads. The last time Pima County saw a measles case was back in 2011, more than a decade ago. And so far during this outbreak, it has not touched Arizona. Doctors here at the Pima County Health Department working hard to make sure it stays that way. And I also spoke with a local grandmother who says she fears for her little grandson.
It does, especially since it's close. Texas and New Mexico.
For more than 30 years, Glenda Miranda has been a nurse. She's now a grandma. According to the CDC, this measles outbreak that started in Texas is now in 10 states nationwide, with more than 160 cases confirmed tonight.
And now as a grandmother, it puts my grandchild at risk.
There aren't any cases right now reported in Arizona. Pima County Assistant Medical Director Dr. Andrew Saul says to try and keep it that way, it's critical to get your child vaccinated.
Measles is perhaps the most infectious disease we know of. For every child or person who gets measles, we can look forward to 12, perhaps 18 additional cases. It's that contagious. This is not one we want to take chances with. For this reason, we also really want people to get not one but 2 doses of the measles vaccine.
The first dose of the MMR, or measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, is typically given at 12 to 15 months. The second dose at ages 4 to 6. Both doses are more than 97% effective in preventing the disease. Dr. Dwayne Dyson is a Tucson pediatrician. He says he usually vaccinates his patients at 3 years old to minimize the chances of getting the diseases.
The MMR vaccine has been out for over 60 years. And with that, the number of deaths have gone down from 400 to 500 a year like we used to see in the 60s to now we haven't had one since 2015. This is the first one that occurred in Texas since 2015. So for travel, for the springtime, the breaks coming up, parents need to be aware of where they're traveling and who they're traveling with.
Miranda hopes fellow parents are cautious and safe.
I feel like every parent has to make their own decision, but I just ask that you talk to your pediatrician and think about what can happen if you're not vaccinated.
And the last reported measles case here in Arizona was up in Yavapai County last May. Live tonight at the Pima County Health Department here on the south side, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.